and welcome back to Tiny Artist TV. Today we are doing day 6 of the 12 days of DnDecember. That means we are officially reaching the halfway point. I'm very excited because this is the first time I've done a self-imposed prompt list as opposed to, say, Inktober or August. So I'm pretty happy about that. So let's go ahead and roll our d20 and then roll our d12. So today's race is going to be number 18, which is a tabaxi, and number 10, which is a sorcerer. Okay, so it's not going to end up being my character Sariul, but it's still going to be a cat wizard, basically. Let's get started. So because sorcerers draw their magic from an innate source within their blood versus intense study, I didn't need to roll to find out what school of magic they specialized in. So we're basically just going to have a bunch of fun with magic effects for this one. And once again, I had trouble sticking with one pose. I think I went through about 3 different poses before I finally set on the one that ended up being for today's video. And it's basically just me pushing myself to try to make these more interesting because they are basically just colored in sketches. I'm not doing anything that's like full or painterly other than some of the magical effects. So to kind of grab you guys' interest, I'm having to come up with these poses that are unique to these characters. So in my mind, I was thinking, okay, well, tabaxi, like as a cat, what is something that only a cat can do? And so I tried a few of these slinky poses, and then this one here, I'm playing around with the idea of doing like a literal magical girl cat where she's kind of puffing out her dress and flippantly casting some magic. But I go with this kind of contortionist firebender pose, and it just works really well because I don't know any other characters that would be able to do something like this other than maybe a Nereid or some kind of water elemental. So just kind of really capturing that tabaxi essence and capturing some of that. For anyone who owns a cat or has been around a cat for any length of time, know how mischievous and just kind of they have this energy about them that's just always trying to get into a little bit of trouble. So kind of capturing that spirit where she's setting things on fire and just really enjoying it. I, as far as lore goes, think that this is, because it's got big circus energy, she would definitely be hanging out with a bard or some kind of company like that. So I kind of really leaned into this Cirque du Soleil aesthetic and gave her a leotard and these like harem pants that are like the little sheer whatevers, and just had a really fun time doing this once I finally figured out how to compose this character. The flames, I do end up kind of doing those more in a little painterly style down the line, but other than that, everything is basically the same thing I've been doing, where I figure out the line art and then I do my invert to color in the sketch and figure out the highlights and shading from there. Once again, no shading in this, but I do end up doing the highlights because there's fire in this, so I use that as my light source to determine my highlights. And once again, we've come to the end of today's 12 days of DnDecember. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and go ahead and like and subscribe if you really enjoyed. And the best way to keep track of all the videos that I will be doing is to subscribe and hit the notification bell. But for now, I will see you guys next time. Have a weird day.